as the NBA 2K devs.
That's right, so let's see what happens when we take gameplay director Mike Wang and mix him up with Agent Zero. Check it out. I bet you're all wondering the same thing. What is NBA 2K21 all about, both current gen and next gen?
So we're going directly to the developers.
And as they gear up for this challenge on the road, a look at the Cavaliers. These guys mean business. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Well, they certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Olajuwon is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Gary Payton, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. And for the 76ers, they've got Tracy McGrady. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Duncan. Then it's Allen, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Leonard. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot. Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Jordan. Here's O'Neal. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block. Simply overpowers the opposition.
It's deflected. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now, here is McGrady. Kicks it through Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That one misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. This time they met in Cleveland.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
Well, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than them, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
What about like the Oscar Robertson, the Elgin Baylors? And we talked about,
oh my
goodness, you talked about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
fantastic
60s, 70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
And here's Westbrook following the 3 from Ray Allen. Good on the shot. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot that Westbrook has learned to use well. When he's hitting that one, it's going to open up some lanes later in the game.
Westbrook against Payton. Duncan with the block. They get it back, and he's able to get it back. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. No good from Duncan.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Westbrook.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. Is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book that
a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones you're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys that get at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout, running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s Clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's
into it.
Affect the game.
Good. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the night. And that one misses. The old defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word, the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how do these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Just
work. Yeah, just rest.
What's the thing they call him when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering
that. Never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. All alone. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but you still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now here's Allen. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. The 76ers with another miss.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
Down low, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope he can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
On the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. The putback. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Allen. Seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap. And you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position, to be honest, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team in?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like 32 million or something. Make it so that it's not
a
prohibitive.
percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people can compete.
And then Wade slams it in.
You can't allow Dwayne Wade to slash his way to the rim. That is where he is at his very best.
And here's Russell. Outside, George. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Rose gets a wide open look. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Russell feeling it out of it. Pass to Duncan. Outside, George. Duncan against Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
76ers have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Duncan. And Duncan drops them both. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Floats it up to Rose. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, yeah. And if you didn't think Oladipo could fill the lane in transition, he answered your questions there.
Outside, Simmons. And here's Rose. Outside. It's good on the putback. O'Neal's got 9 points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
It's stolen by Rose. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Robertson against Oladipo. Here's Russell. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Rose. And stolen by Russell. Oladipo for 3. It doesn't go for him. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Philadelphia 76ers. What didn't he do in that quarter? A fantastic all-around effort. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Here's George. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet he was.
Otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? I love the fact
do.
we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over playing.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back 3 that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know? And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out, I'm up.
Yeah.
Cousins not a great foul shooter coming out of college, but with how many times he gets hacked and goes to the free throw line, he's become more and more consistent there.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kemp. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Cousins, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Paul George with the steal. To the paint, here's Kemp, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. I think.
For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real thing.
The G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing, so they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the 76ers. Olajuwon's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jordan comes in for Robertson. Philadelphia leading by 3. Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, AM doesn't stand for morning with Westbrook. It stands for attack mode.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Westbrook. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it, and I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
And we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, you know, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. And you got to work on it. You have to use your connections to book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. JJ's clearly going to go in the media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone in the media. He's really good. Yes. So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need a consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
Well, Dwayne Wade has taken thousands of shots where he's been challenged, and he's made them just like that.
And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Wade. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Ben Simmons, 3rd.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Now, here is McGrady. Passes it to Westbrook. Over Arenas. That one off the back iron and out.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Olajuwon. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Allen with it. Picked up by Olajuwon. There's McGrady from out on the wing. He knocks it down. And the 76ers lead by 7. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a player you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say it?
Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. What a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours from the garden. That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You will. You're a great screen.
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in assists, 3rd in rebounding, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Olajuwon. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Westbrook. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball. Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Inside. Shoots a fader. Kemp can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Payton passes to Arenas. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Arenas has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The pass to Westbrook. And the 76ers get it back. He gets that one. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second basket.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Here's Olajuwon. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Allen surveying the D. Great look, but off the mark. The Cavaliers trailing. Fires from 14. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's McGrady. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Duncan, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Derrick Rose is checked in for Cleveland. Now Payton. Here's Rose. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
You know, one sign was that Russell Westbrook had this part of his game back in college. He continues to be impressive in the mid-range.
Now here's Leonard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McGrady against Rose. Here's Westbrook. And the shot is long.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it
I
interesting.
have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that. You know, Brent, it's a different kind of broadcast with Bill Simmons back there. He lets it rip.
Well, the thing about Bill is he's not going to hold back. He has some great, strong opinions, and he backs it up with a lot of facts due to the fact that he knows the history of the game quite well.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Allen. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Cleveland also making some changes. Shaq's checked in for Olajuwon. Simmons comes in for Jordan. And it's Robertson in for Payton. It's stolen by Rose. Now Cleveland moving it up. Shaq passes to Robertson. And that one no good to start him off on the night. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Rose, good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
Here's Russell. Pass basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Robertson outside. Here's Shaq. Nice D from Cousins.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot. And for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Go.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Cleveland?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop it.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who's a tremendous finisher in his days, years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Olajuwon is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Gary Payton. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch and shoot opportunities.
Passes to McGrady. Shoots the 3. Oh, good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Leonard kicks to Shaq. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's O'Neal. He's got 13.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist from Westbrook. McGrady's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Allen. Allen against Leonard. 4 on the clock. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll. But what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Westbrook against Payton. Feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by O'Neal. Payton passes to O'Neal. Here's Leonard. Another shot. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 5. McGrady right side. Here's Westbrook. Cavaliers with the rebound. O'Neal's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Cleveland moving it around. Leonard looking over the floor. Shaq kicks to Jordan. O'Neal. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Now, here is McGrady. He has 6 over Jordan. Up again, and it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So Leonard will go to the free throw line. Ray Allen picks one up for Cleveland. They have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Paul George in for Ray Allen. And then for Cleveland, Simmons checked in for Elijah. Dwayne Wade comes in for Jordan. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Payton.
The wingspan and the timing that Kawhi Leonard has is really remarkable. He utilizes those strengths to dominate both ends of an NBA floor.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Numbers for Wade, how he performed last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Pass to Westbrook. To the wing on the left. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Kem's checked in for Philadelphia. Russell comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Cleveland also making a change. Robertson's checked in.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
Shaq dishing to Robertson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Russell passes to George. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's George. No good, unable to end this run.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Arenas. Basket good. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
There's the pass to Russell. Another miss by Philadelphia. Cleveland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. McGrady against Wade, and the rejection by Cousins.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Oladipo, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Rose is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Russell. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
And Philadelphia calls time here. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 2nd in field goal percentage, 3rd in assists, and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 1:38 left in the 3rd. The offensive rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Simmons passes to Wade. Here is Shaq, defended by George. Kicks it out to Robertson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wade. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 10. And then Kemp slams it in.
Beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Rose looking around. You can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Cousins.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time.
He gets it in there.
Paul George demonstrating how elite he can be. It's a little tricky that time. I love it.
Here's Wade. Nice D from Cousins. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's Russell missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Back to Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Cavaliers leading by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Abdul-Jabbar is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Allen. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oladipo in at the point guard position. Here's Cousins following the score by Derrick Rose. George dishes to Cousins. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Some changes for Philadelphia. Duncan, he's checked in for Cousins. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Paul George. And then for Cleveland, Leonard, he's checked in for Wade. Jordan comes in for Robertson. And it's Payton in for Rose. Now, here's Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. All sorts of time. Green for 2 points.
It might sound strange, Kevin, but you can gain more confidence in your ball handling. That's on display right now from Westbrook. He can just get a shot anywhere on the court he wants it.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Allen, and they call an illegal screen here.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
Oladipo outside. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outside Leonard. Here's Payton. Misses off the right eye. The 76ers trail by 12. Allen passes to Oladipo. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Cleveland turns it over again. And the 76ers making a change here. McGrady's checked in. Timeout call the 76ers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Westbrook, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got his first 2 points.
And the perils of trying to defend Jordan. Athletic enough to get anywhere he wants to go, and then tough enough to take the hit and finish.
Westbrook, here's Duncan, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
That free throw good from Duncan. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Here's McGrady. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Shaq dishing to Payton. Back to Shaq.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Off the left rim and out.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Over Payton. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Duncan. And that's 20 points for Russell Westbrook.
The effort from Russell just tremendous there, and that's what he's known for. He just keeps making tough shots against good defense.
Here's Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Ray Allen picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 17. McGrady kicks to Westbrook. Ball's knocked loose. Duncan, the pass to Allen. Pocket 6. Here's McGrady. Second chance effort. No good from Duncan. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Payton looking it over. There's the feed to Olajuwon. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Timeout called the 76ers. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, smart move here. Talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shaq.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Abdul-Jabbar against Shaq. Shoots over Shaq. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Payton. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. to the inside. Duncan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tim Duncan knows a thing or two and how to draw fouls right there, doing some damage. The big fundamental still getting it done.
Tim Duncan taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Duncan. And he can't hit the second.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Payton against Westbrook. Pass to Olajuwon. The dish to O'Neal. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Cleveland.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. Now here's Shaq. Following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Ray Allen picks one up.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Russell, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Paul George comes in for Allen. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for McGrady. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Russell Westbrook. The free throw off from O'Neal. And Philadelphia has possession. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. In the pass to Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Wynn.
Duncan just too good around the rim. That's a cakewalk for him.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 16-point lead. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this game. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
Mm-mm.